Let us continue with our lesson, and on the previous lesson we have refactored our login view model. So if you take a note, we have make use of a IO thread over here in a live data. So when we explicitly mention IO over here, this will run in a different thread, background thread, and do all of our tasks over here. And what it causes is if you try to run your application, and let me show you that the error that we will face over here. So let me try to run the application. Now let me try to log in. So it should be for demo1 or demo2 at gmail.com and password 1234567 and try to log in. And let's go to the logcat and let's see if we get an error over here. So let me try to log in. Okay, so the app I think accidentally crashed. If you go, it crashed over here. And you can see that cannot evoke set value on the background thread. So over here, that is because we are running the whole thing. It's returning a live data on a IO thread, which is running in a background thread. So background thread, whenever we do, we have to make use of a post value, not the value. So we can remove this one. We can remove this one, and still it will go and create a live data of live data scope and runs in a different scope on a main thread. So if you never mention over here explicitly, it's going to create a different scope in the main thread and perform all of our tasks. So it will not go and create an explicitly background thread and run our application, the tasks that we have assigned over here. So the live data that you want to specifically run in a background thread is we have to make use of a IO that is going to run in the IO thread. And if we never make use of, if you never mention anything, it will go and run in a main thread, in a main thread scope. So it will create a different scope in a main thread. Like if you take a note, coordinate scope can create a multiple scope in the same thread. So if you are running in a main thread, it can still create a multiple scope on a same thread. So we are doing the same thing over here. And now if you try to run the application, let's try to run the application. And let us try to log in. So I will say demo1 at gmail.com and password 1234567 and let me go to the logcat over here and let me clear it out and let me try to log in again, and let's see the error that we received from the server. And now you can see that the app doesn't crash, and it will give you an error that it says that the server is not running, cannot connect to this particular port because the server is not running, because I haven't enabled the server. So now you can see that it's running in main thread, and now we can directly post the setup value instead of post value. So if you want to do it in a different thread, and if you mention over here as IO over here, that is a different IO thread, and when you are in a background thread, we have to make use of a post value. So instead of the value, then we have to make use of a IO.post value, right? So we have to switch that one to the post value over here. Just set the post value over here, and same thing goes for this one too. Over here is a dot post value, and sorry, this one exception. Place it over here and over here too. So this one also should be on a background thread because we have make use of an IO thread, so that will run particularly in the background. So we have to make use of post value. So it's success that post value, and just comment or set all of this, right? And let me set this one at emit this one at the end over here, and login that let's give a post value, and that should be of a data.body. Okay, so that should fix the issue, and let us try to run our application and let's see whether that will fix the current issue. Let me try to log in. So it should be demo1 at gmail.com and password 1234567 Let's try to log in, and let's go to the logcat over here and just clear it out everything, and let's wait for the result to come back. Okay, so now you can see it doesn't crash and give you the error that server is not running. And let me go back and start the server. So VHERA vibrant, and I'll say up. So let me up my server. Okay, so the server is running, and let me try to close this out, and let me try to log in again, and let us see the error that we can face or it will pass. Okay, so you can see that we have successfully logged in and it does not cause any error. And the thing that we have to take note over here is whenever we make use of IO over here, that we should make use of a post value instead of the set the value. So that's the thing that we have to take note. So if you want to make use of a different thread, and make sure we set as a post value, otherwise it will cause an error. So I hope you guys got it. So let's continue with this on our next lecture. Till then, have a great day.